Let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael, and welcome to episode 3 of Bear Club Live. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Now, much like yesterday's show, I'm joined by my two good friends, two good brothers, Khalid and Grizz. Guys, do you want to give yourselves shout-outs and introductions?
I call shenanigans. Follow me on Twitter at shenanigans call.
Hey, Bear Wrestle News. Follow me on all social media outlets, especially this one.
Nice. Okay, so yesterday we had a very, very successful show. We had two guests on. We had Erotic Kitty 1 on Twitter, so go and give her a follow. Very, very lovely lady. Had a bit of a sore throat issue, but hopefully she's doing a lot better. Kitty, if you do get to see this, if you are watching live, I hope you're feeling a lot better today. We also had Mr. Thanksgiving, one of Grizz and Khalid's good friends, on the show as well. So thank you very much for joining us yesterday. And as I say that, Kitty has made her presence felt in the chat section. So Kitty, thanks for joining us. If you do want to jump in the call, just give me a shout out and we will get you in the call. Guys, is there anything in particular that we didn't get to touch on yesterday in the crazy world that is professional wrestling that you wanted to talk about more specifically today?
Not anything in particular. Well, actually, we never got into the angle they're running with Hideo Itami and Chris. I was about to call him Chris Hero and Cassius Ohno. I'd like to get into that and see what you guys think about that. And where you think that angle's going?
Okay. For me, I still haven't actually watched NXT from this week, but from what I've seen on social media, it appears that Hideo Itami, before NXT, confirmed that he was not going to be moving back to Japan at the end of his contract. Now, whether that's storyline or not, we're yet to find out. But as far as I'm aware, he's turned heel on NXT. Am I right or wrong in that?
He's supposed to be coming in on toward the end of his deal, and from what I was reading, Dave Meltzer was reporting that he may be wanting to go back to Japan due to the run of bad luck he's had physically in the WWE.
Right. Fair enough. Well, I mean, he came out in like one of those backstage interviews that they do before and after the shows, and he said that he wasn't going anywhere and he had too much to do, and he come to finish what he'd started. And so I don't know whether that's for storyline or not, or if that's killing the speculation, or if it's making it even worse. It would be a shame, in my opinion, to see him leave to go back to Japan, because I do feel that even though he's had all of his injury setbacks, that he is a world-class professional wrestler, and he does have high potential in the WWE outside of NXT. I think a call-up is imminent at some point soon, probably in the next batch, if not the batch around WrestleMania next year. I know that seems like a long way away, but definitely something I can see happening. So yeah, it would be a shame to see him go back to Japan, but I do understand it's a completely different culture over in America than it is in Japan. Obviously, friends, family, etc. So it is understandable. Would you like to see him go, or would you prefer to see him stay in NXT and therefore WWE?
I'd like to see the progression of his WWE career. He's done so much in Japan already. I'd really like to get an opportunity to see him at the Big Four pay-per-view, on a big stage, in a large match. You know, he may not be Universal or World Heavyweight material, but he's definitely Intercontinental and U.S. title material, and he's definitely somebody who could anchor a very solid mid-card. You know, I think the problem with pro wrestling, especially recently, is that we get so caught up in the main card, the main event scene, that, you know, we as fans are usually somewhat responsible for the way WWE treats and books their mid card superstar. Because there was a time when the mid card was what you really wanted to see. That's where all of the top workers were at.
Okay, Grizz, are you? Have you got anything to say on Hideo Itami?
I mean, like my brother said, I would like to see the development of his character. I mean, who knows, man? With some work, I could possibly see him in a world championship match, contending for the belt. once or twice, but you know, yeah, man, give us WWE fans an opportunity to see this guy at his at his best. So, yeah, I'm off for him staying.
Okay, so I mean, as I say, I haven't seen NXT from this week, but the general consensus I'm getting is that he turned heel against Oney Lorcan. Apparently, he was a lot more aggressive in his matches, using underhand tactics. He hit him with one GTS and could have gone for the pinfall and decided to hit him with another one and then another one. And he went to go for a fourth one, and this is where Cassius Ohno sort of interjected himself. Am I right in that? Because as I haven't seen it, I'm just I'm reading.
That's exactly how it happened. And you know, you're fighting Oney Lorcan. You know, when Oney Lorcan's in the ring and then you get him in the ring with a guy like a Tommy, sometimes you're concerned. These guys shooting because they started slapping each other pretty hard. But I know it was part of the show, but that's the type of thing I like to see. And then to see that mean streak of the Tommy where he hit the 3 GTSs in a row, I was like, oh my God. I felt like Joey Styles. I was like, where's Joey Styles? I needed, oh my God. It was awesome.
Okay, so is this a Hideo Itami heel turn? Yes or no?
I'm pretty sure that's a heel turn, if you ask me. I mean, the next few interactions between he and Cassius Ohno will cement that. But in my eyes, yeah, that's a full heel turn. I like that.
Are you intrigued to see Hideo Itami as a heel and see how that goes down?
Most guys thrive better as heels, especially guys who've been in the business a long period of time, because it's easier to get heat off people than it is to, garner sympathy. You know, so I think he's going to shine in that role. Just look at Neville. You know, look at TJP, a seeming charisma vacuum. Even he's been energized by a heel turn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't say that TJ Perkins is an example of a good heel turn that's completely worked, but Neville definitely 100%. As soon as he came back after his injury and he turned heel after Rich Swann had won the Cruiserweight Championship, and he obviously turned on TJ and Rich Swann all at the same time, he's been 100% probably the top booked heel in the WWE. And Neville's actually someone I want to talk about in just a little while. But going back to Hideo Itami, if he doesn't leave NXT when his contract ends at the end of this year, with his current heel persona and the change that we've seen this week, which I will go back and watch before I do my NXT review tonight, so that will be coming out. Do you think that this heel turn will lead to a championship run down in NXT?
I'm not sure if it'll lead to a championship down in NXT, but I think, especially when you look at how stacked the NXT roster is right now, I think what's a better case scenario for him is to go through this rivalry, come out on top, and then head to Raw and interject himself in that IC title picture.
Interesting. So just so you guys know, here Kitty will be joining us in the chat in just a few moments. She has politely asked if she can join, and I've sent the invite out, so any moment now she should be joining in, and we could hopefully get her take on Hideo Itami's heel turn. That would be quite nice. So go on, continue, Khalid. Sorry to interrupt you. Oh, Khalid?
Yeah, my bad. My phone is messing with me.
That's all right. Sorry to interrupt you. You carry on with your Hideo Itami championship point. Quite a good.
Yeah, but like I said, it's not always just the heel turn. I think a lot of people miss what actually happens when a wrestler turns heel, and it's the aggression that they emit.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden, you know, Neville goes from being one of the greatest high flyers and an awesome in-ring worker to an aggressive grappler who's utilizing his strength. I mean, the guy's built like friggin' Wolverine from the comic books. Like, Like if you were to actually cast Wolverine, the body of Neville would be tiny with a whole bunch of muscles. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to use that tiny all muscle frame and beat people up, and that's what he's been doing. And that's what Hideo Itami is getting, is that aggression. You know, that aggression is what made him famous, that strong style. You know my saying, hashtag knees to faces. Anytime somebody putting their knee in somebody's face, that's my guy.
Yeah, but that's just CM Punk Circuit 2013 when he was up against The Rock. You just stolen Punk's thing there.
No, actually, it was his move first. Punk stole it from him when he was Kenta.
No. I'm not talking about the GTS. I'm talking about hashtag knee to faces.
Oh, I didn't even know that. But if Punk did do it, and I'm coming back up on it, that just proves great minds think alike. You know,
I love how you turn that around.
And if CM Punk does get mad at me, that's good for me. That'll pick up some social media trafficking. Look at that. I'm a successful troll without even trying. Troll him good, Khalid. Troll him. See, Vince even told me to troll him. You can live under the San Francisco Bay Area Bridge with me. Yes. Thanks, Vince. I appreciate it. That guy. He's always over here with me, man. I got to do something about that. We got to find him something else to do.
Can you help me get a green card to the state if you know Vince? Because he's rich.
Can you wrestle?
I could try.
Are you big and sweaty?
I'm fat and sweaty. Does that count?
Oh, you're a little ginger. Sorry. We have enough little gingers. Sorry. Got Sami Zayn. That's our ginger tiny guy quota. Sorry about that. I tell you what though, you get in the gym, you beef up, you get big and sweaty, and you get some spray tan on you because you're a little pasty, then we could sign you up. Yes. Thanks, Vince. We appreciate it. You see what his mind is on. I don't have nothing to do with that guy. Just to let you people know, I don't have nothing to do with what comes out of Vince McMahon's mouth.
Understood.
Nothing at all.
I can hear giggling in the background, which means one of two people have turned their microphone on. Miss Kitty, how are you today?
Oh, well, sounding a little better, I guess.
Good. That's good. Now,
hi, guys.
Have you got?
Kitty.
Yes, I like kitties.
You guys did hear that the spare Hardy has been born, haven't you?
What did they name the child?
They named it Wolfgang. So
Really? I thought they would have named them Itchweed.
Nope, they named it Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Hardy.
Yeah, these kids are either going to be wrestlers or they're going to be homeless.
Child in the background.
Stacy, I keep telling him. Oh.
Right. Whilst Khalid is sorting out the child, Kitty, do you have any opinion on the Hideo Itami or the Neville conversation we were having just before you joined?
I heard some of it. I'm not really familiar with Itami. I've only seen him a couple times. Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm just sending a tweet out.
I did see something about he was going to quit. Did I read that right?
There were rumors that because he's not really had that good of a run in the WWE down in NXT with a string of long injuries, he was out for 18 months with a shoulder injury, that he was going to take his trade back to Japan.
Right, okay. I do remember he was in NXT Chicago, right? He had a little bit of ring rust.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I can understand, but if you have a lot of injuries, you get discouraged.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think he should quit. But I don't think he should quit yet.
100%. He's definitely too good for that.
I don't think it's so much that he's going to quit, but, I think because from everything I know and everything I've been learning about the Japanese wrestling culture, they take that stuff seriously over there. And he may be going through a stretch where he feels like, it's not his time. He might just want to go back to something familiar. I don't know. But I would love to see him continue to develop that heel character that he just came out with and see where that can go.
So what do you think is in Hideo Itami's immediate future following a feud with Cassius Ohno, which is obviously being built to?
I think it's going to hinge on how that feud goes. I think if it's a good feud and he feels good with the feud and he gets out of it healthy, I think that could turn things around for him. I really do, But I'm also being optimistic. I want to see him in WWE. I wouldn't mind to see him in Japan. It's just more. It takes more effort to watch Japan shows than it does to watch WWE. That's all.
Well, he certainly has a lot of competition in NXT. Yeah, I mean, if he gets strong enough, there's always strong. I think
my
that
question then would be, if we've got what looks like it's going to be Bobby Roode and Roderick Strong for the championship at TakeOver Brooklyn, it looks like that's what they're building to. If Hideo is going to get pushed into the championship title scene with this heel persona, does that kind of put the writing on the wall for Roderick Strong to beat Bobby Roode?
I don't think so. I don't think so because NXT, unlike regular WWE, they're more willing to put on exhibition type matches. So they'll put two baby faces versus each other or two heels versus each other. And I don't see it being a problem because also you take into account Bobby Roode's pretty over. The only reason he's really a heel is because of the stuff he says out of his mouth. So throughout the course of a match, it can be very easy for a crowd to get on his side.
That is true.
Yeah, I think Roode's practically has one foot in the on Raw or SmackDown anyway now. I think if you see the writing on the wall, he's practically in the main thing. It's just
okay,
time.
That's fair enough. The thing I want to speak to you guys about before we move on to some stats and statistics like we had yesterday with the win-loss percentages. WWE normally do 2 sets of NXT call-ups a year. They do one just after WrestleMania and they do one just after SummerSlam. If you could take 6 acts from NXT and move them to the main roster, it doesn't have to be 2 men, 2 women, and 2 tag teams. It could be 3 men, 1 woman, and 2 tag teams, or however you want to do it. Who are you having called up, and where are you moving them to after SummerSlam?
I'm bringing up Sanity all together, including the girl that's 1 act. I bring up Sanity. I move Sanity over to the SmackDown roster.
Really?
All right.
With Nikki Cross.
With Nikki Cross, yes. The entire faction. Dick Killian Dane and the Martian guy, Wolf, and Eric Young. And I move them over to SmackDown. And I have them immediately begin to dominate the SmackDown scene. But that's another story. So that's one.
That was interesting.
The second one I would bring up is Tommaso Ciampa when he's cleared. I bring him up and I'd also bring him over to SmackDown. Now this is going to bolster SmackDown for the foreseeable future because you got your good heel faction, you got your solid tag team, a solid singles wrestler, a solid female wrestler, and then you add in Tommaso Ciampa, another solid singles wrestler. So that's going to bolster your mid card, and your main event scene's already straight over there on SmackDown. Now, to Raw, I would send, like I was telling you before, Hideo Itami. I'd send him over there to bolster up your mid card title scene, to be chasing that Intercontinental title, to be in that mix, and to bring back some prestige and luster to that title.
Right.
You know, then I would bring up let me see, somebody I want to bring up right now. I want to bring up Bobby Roode, but I want him to hold that NXT title for a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying?
This is after SummerSlam, so this is still about 2 months away.
Okay. So you know who else I bring up? I bring up Asuka.
Yep,
still holding the NXT Women's title. I bring her up. I bring her straight up to Raw while still holding the Women's title, and I would have her defend the Women's title, the NXT Women's title, and if she won I would want her to win the Women's Raw title, and I want her to defend both of those titles. I want her to do an NXT Takeover, then SummerSlam.
Would you put her against Bayley?
I put her against everybody.
Yep, because I was gonna say I hate to do it, but I would put Asuka on Raw because they really need the women's. They really need to beat that up.
And if you wanna rebuild Bayley, the only way to rebuild her is to bring in a dominant.
Right, have her beat Asuka.
Right, but the thing is, you have to have Asuka destroy all the other women.
Right,
and Bayley has to also get destroyed, but it's her resilience that's going to bring her back.
Because I'm probably going to bring a lot of heat on myself, but I think Asuka is the only one that can beat Alexa.
Ooh, interesting.
Should be.
You've got two more picks to take up. You've got Sanity and Tommaso Ciampa to SmackDown Live, Hideo and Asuka to Raw. You've got two more to pick. Who are you going for and where to?
I'm bringing up Heavy Machinery to Raw to bolster their tag team division because I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more out of that tag team division.
Okay.
And
stakes and weights, baby. Stakes and weights.
Let me see. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes, big, sweaty, big and sweaty. Yes. And they're men.
Vince.
Oh, yes. But anyway.
Vince, I'm talking to Khalid right now. Vince, shut up.
Yeah, but all right. I need one more. Let me see. Who else am I going?
Where's your little beaver? Where's Dunn?
Done. But right. But
whilst you're thinking, I'm just going to give a shout out to Ben's Cast Products, or Production, sorry, who's just joined the chat. Ben, if you do want to jump in the call, let me know. Open up Google Hangouts, and I will send you an invite, and you can jump in and have a chat with us.
I got it.
Enjoy the show.
I got it. You bring up No Way Jose, your good comedy act, your good solid comedy act, so they can stop trying to make everybody else tell jokes. Let him be the joke.
Where to?
To Raw.
To Raw and to SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. You bring up Heavy Machinery. I would bring up AOP.
Authors of Pain.
I want them to dominate the tag team division in NXT for a while. And the thing is, if I'm bringing up Asuka with the NXT Women's title, I can't do the same thing with AOP.
But
you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I would do with AOP. I had them do the same thing.
Great. Anybody that is managed by Paul Ellering, come on.
Yeah. And they're pretty. And I noticed something about them in their last couple of matches with DIY. They're safe workers.
Mm-hmm.
They were very gentle when they were slamming them around. It looked painful, but they were being very gentle with them. and I like that out of my big guys.
Even though they look like twin D'Lo Browns.
Right. They look like two swole up D'Los. Yes, they do.
They do.
Especially Razar. I think that's the shorter one.
Yeah. I was like, oh
Okay, so
my
Kitty,
God.
Kitty, you've got Asuka and the Authors of Pain. Asuka going to Raw. Are the Authors of Pain going to Raw as well, or are they going to SmackDown?
Yeah, because Raw really needs to build up. They have new tag teams. They're breaking all their tag teams up.
Okay, so who else are you bringing up from NXT? You've got four other spots to fill, and then we're going to hear from Grizz, seeing as he's being very, very quiet.
I do agree with Shenanigan with the sanity, even though, you know.
With Nikki
Although
Cross?
I do, yeah, well, yeah, because she's crazy.
She don't like Nikki Cross because Nikki Cross looked like she needed to take a shower.
No, I don't like sanity in general because although they did help me win, I mean, you know, I don't know. It's kind of hard to bring. I mean, with NXT the way it is, they're just rebuilding again because they had a lot of people taken off. Of course, you know, if you move Asuka up, then that leaves it free for Ember, which I hope happens. I hope she.
Plus, they have a 32-woman tournament coming up, so they're going to have a lot of women to replace.
Yeah, they do. We haven't talked about that either because I don't even know who's going to be in it.
I don't think anyone knows quite yet.
Yeah, but am I the only one? If that hand is really going to be the trophy for that, am I the only one that feels like that is a little bit like bad taste?
Yeah, I agree.
Considering the whole Mae Young thing, I would think they would not want to bring that back up.
Bring the hand up. I think they're deliberately bringing it up. They're deliberately bringing it up.
That was like the most cringiest storyline ever.
Vince is a pervert, and you know it every time you see a match he creates. I was telling these guys the whole reason for the kendo stick on a pole was because it was a phallic symbol. And as soon, no later than I say that, did they bring out the Great Balls of Fire logo.
I know.
And they have to change that because people figured it out.
Yeah, it does. It looks like that.
Okay, just while you're thinking of your last couple, Kitty, I've just had a message from Ben in the chat. He says that he would bring up TM61 and Andrade Cien almost both to Raw. Your thoughts on those? And would you add those to your list?
Not bad. I forgot about him.
Would you bring him up?
Sure. I mean, although I kind of like Aleister Black.
That's my girl. Finally.
I do. I mean, you know.
Where would you send
I didn't know whether you wanted to. I know he would probably fare better on SmackDown, but like I said, Raw needs a lot of help right now with everything in all their divisions. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to keep Aleister Black in NXT for a little while because I think he's gaining momentum there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I kind of think if I was going to put Aleister Black on Raw, he would kind of like replace Bray Wyatt as the face of fear.
Nice. I like that. One more spot. And then I'll go through mine, because mine's been done for about 10 minutes.
I'm trying to think, I mean, you know, Shenanigans did bring up a point about Ottawa, so yeah, we can go with that.
What, Hideo Itami?
Mm-hmm.
And where's he going? Raw again?
I'll put him on Raw. Like I said, as much as I dislike the Raw right now, I can see that they need a lot of help.
Very nice, very nice. Grizz, do you have anyone that you want to bring up? I mean, I know you're hearing this conversation. You're being awfully quiet.
Oh, I'm here, buddy. I'm here.
If you could bring up 6 names from NXT, where and who?
Give me all of Sanity. Give me all of Sanity.
Everybody likes that.
So that's like 4.
Where to?
That's like 4 people right there. Bring them up to Raw. I want to see him harass. I want to see him harass Roman Reigns and those guys. You know.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, I would love Eric Young to harass Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
It's my yard.
Aleister Black, I think, man. Hell yeah. Aleister Black to Raw.
Hey.
I like what Kenny, did you say the new face of fear?
I did.
Yeah, he's gonna legitimize that. Most definitely.
I like Bray. I love Bray, but he's just not the face of fear for me anymore.
Nah, not anymore. Trying to think, tag team. I would love to see Authors of Pain on SmackDown with the New Day.
Nah.
I don't know.
Oh wow! You must not like Big E.
I like that.
No, it's not that. I can just see the comedy and the seriousness and the two working well with each other. You know, just like in a program, because New Day's already good at what they do. You know, put them in a program with Authors of Pain, some badass tough guys. I'm gonna be entertained. I'm gonna be entertained. I can see Xavier just running scared. I mean, this is all good entertainment for me. How many is that, Mike?
You got 3 more, bud.
Okay. I'm gonna look. Give me Asuka. I'm gonna bring her up to. Yeah, bring her up to Raw. Damn right. I want her to beat everyone's ass, even Nia Jax's ass. I want Nia Jax to be looking up at Asuka like, oh my god.
So
chop down that big tree.
So are you agreeing with me that she's the only one that can beat Alexa?
Oh yeah, man. Asuka's the only one that can beat anyone.
And I really do want to see Alexa's ass get beat.
Hey, who you? I mean, I love me some Alexa, man. But if anybody, I'd have to take Asuka to give that ass whooping. It would be hilarious.
Chop down a little bit. Her head's getting too big.
Yeah. That's my girl, man. But that would be hilarious. I would love to see it. And no way, Jose. I don't know where I want him. I don't know if I want him on Raw or SmackDown because for some reason I want No Way Jose and Big E to interact with each other just one time. I don't know doing what. Yeah. You know what? Just put him on SmackDown and let's see. God.
Just while you're thinking of your last one, Ben has said for SmackDown he'd take Asuka and Roderick Strong. Gargano, Itami, and Ciampa could save 205 Live even if they deserve more than that. The division needs more names to draw interest. I wouldn't personally add them to the Cruiserweight division, but they need these 3.
Yeah, they do.
What do you think on that one, just whilst Grizz is deciding on his last pick?
I agree with you there. Cruiserweight division does need more interjection of more names and more personality. And I would love to see that psychopath putting his knees in people's faces.
In all seriousness, the only thing that's going to bring back that Cruiserweight division is, wait for it, John Cena. We need to put John Cena in the Cruiserweight division, man.
You think I'm
serious. But no. Ben, that's some good stuff right there. Ciampa. I want Ciampa in 205, but it's like, damn, I want to see him fight for like the U.S. belt and the Intercontinental belt, you know? But I feel you because 205 Live, they do need some names, man. But then if the WWE, if they were able to, you know, I guess interact the guys on the main roster and I guess the Cruiserweight guys and have them intertwine in matches together, I'd be fine with that.
I think that's something they might be trying to do.
I mean, they might as well get rid of the whole 205 program and just put them right back on where they, because people aren't watching it.
Maybe if 205 Live was stationary, like they had NXT, put them in front of one crowd so the crowd can get to know those guys.
Right.
And I don't know. Yeah.
Keep them in full sale.
I watch 205 Live, but that's because I review it. I have kind of no choice.
Right. But if you did not have to review it, would you watch it?
I would, for the few people that are on there, and the sense that I like the likes of Neville and Jack Gallagher, Mustafa Ali,
Right.
TJ Perkins. I would watch it for the characters, but I do agree that it needs to be more of an NXT based show in terms of its stationery, not necessarily in Full Sail. Doesn't have to be at Full Sail. It would be great.
The problem with 205 Live is always need to be somewhere like that. You're right. Maybe they should find that bingo hall where ECW used to perform and go there. I mean, because that's the main problem. Because the matches are good, the storylines are good.
Right. It's just too long. They're taping that, and it's just if you break down all the hours of wrestling, that's a lot in a week for anybody to watch.
Especially when the wrestling's not like A1,
Right. Especially when you start off the 3 hours of garbage for you might have 45 minutes of good stuff on a 3-hour show. I really think they need to take it back to before Monday Night Wars and just have it 2 hours.
What they need to do is they need to scrap the whole roster and just have Samoa Joe and Paul Heyman just be on the show for 3 hours straight. That's it. Just have them cut promos all 3 hours.
Where are you, Paul? Where are you? I know you're here, Paul. Paul, I have some words I would like to say to you.
Night, night. Rock-a-bye, baby. That's all I think of when I see you do
Come here, Paul, as I hold you in my arms. You will slowly go to sleep, just like my little baby. I'm going to rock you to sleep, Paul. And everyone's going to see you take a night-night. Now, here's your animal cracker, Paul.
I could do that. I could see him do that.
I started sucking my own thumb. I felt like a baby. I had to slap myself out of it. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Joe got me.
Okay, Grizz, have you got your last person to call up?
My bad. It's going to be a woman, man. It's going to be a woman, I guess.
A woman.
Let me see. You know what?
Don't do what I've done.
No. My boy Ben brought up Roderick Strong. And I would love to see Roderick Strong have a good mid-card run. Because I feel like eventually, the people will get behind him to the...
Uh-oh. We lost him. Uh-oh. What just happened? There you go.
Boom. Realest guys in the room. But no,
How you doing?
That's the last guy, man. Roderick Strong.
I love Roddy. See, the thing about Roddy is the type of wrestler who could actually replace Daniel Bryan because he's that good of a wrestler that I think he could organically get over in a similar way. Instead of them trying to force someone into that spot, you have someone who has the same intrinsic qualities as a Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I just hope the WWE, because I think you made that point, man. The WWE, where they mess up is when they try to recreate something.
Yeah, they don't keep the original formula.
Oh yeah, you're right. But I mean, I'm like that. What I'm saying is, if you put Roderick Strong on the main roster and you just let him do his thing like they did with Daniel Bryan, I think that would organically come because it's not going to come with the guys that they're trying to build it with. I think Roddy Strong has that ability to connect because what connected Daniel Bryan with the fans was every time he wrestled, he tore the roof off the place. It was astonishing.
Yeah, he's underdog. Everybody liked that.
Yeah, and
everybody loves the underdog.
And Roddy could fill that void without trying to fill that void. All they got to do is give him an opportunity in space.
I could see Roderick Strong versus AJ Styles. I could see that.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Roderick versus AJ for for a belt potentially.
I could even see him going against Randy Orton. Maybe he'll freshen Randy Orton up.
That'd probably be an awesome match or a set of matches. Oh my goodness. Roddy versus Randy?
See that?
Woo.
I am just not a pretty mark. See that? I knew my wrestling.
Yeah, the next time I want to see Randy is when he's getting his retirement papers. That's the next time I want to see Randy. When he's ready to retire and he's giving that speech.
I would still love to see.
He can be walking around. He can be walking around the nursing home giving old people RKOs.
I would love to see Bray bury his ass forever.
It's gonna be one orderly that always walk behind him with a referee shirt on, trying to tell him to stop.
What the fuck?
He's just gonna be RKOing old people out their wheelchairs, out their walkers, playing bingo.
Well, then Randy will have a fan if he's RKOing people out the wheelchair. Because I'm like, that is extreme savageness right there. I'm like, whoa, this guy has no fucks to give.
Am I going to draw a lot of heat if I say I want to see? I think that's where they should put Vince McMahon as an old folks home.
Man, I don't know.
But
Maybe
Kevin Dunn.
You're not wrong because you're heel, Kitty. And I would like to see Vince McMahon get speared by Roman Reigns while he's in that wheelchair. And I'll probably mark out and be like, yeah, Roman, yeah, you finally got me behind you.
Vince is never gonna die. Vince is never gonna die. Vince got a whole bunch of clones of himself. He's probably injecting,
probably freeze-dried himself.
He probably injecting the semen of bodybuilders into his veins.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that when he used to call himself the genetic jackhammer.
Vince is so full of himself.
You gotta be full of yourself to call yourself a genetic jackhammer. That literally implies that you pump people full of your genetics.
I think he has his genetics in steroids, and he injects the steroids into his body. Therefore, he's injecting himself with himself.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Michael, didn't we? I think Michael has frozen. He has become Vince McMahon over there.
The all-seeing eye.
That's why that's why he used to, like, I don't know, put himself together with all the hotties like Sable and Trish Stratus, because now he can't do that.
Yeah, that's Vince for you, sick fucking pervert. Allegedly.
Now I surround myself with the biggest and swayest of men.
Have you guys ever heard JD's Kevin Dunn?
Oh yeah, JD's Kevin Dunn is fucking.
Oh my
hilarious.
God!
I used to hate that motherfucker, man. But after a while, I was done. That one time he had that teddy bear do that whole Raw review.
It's a beaver.
That is hilarious.
No, Michael, we can't hear you.
And what makes it the funniest is the fact that I know Kevin Dunn is a very sensitive man, and he takes all of that to heart. So that makes it even funnier for me.
Cry me a river, right?
Because no, I want him to take it to heart. You beaver tooth son of a, messing up my wrestling with your sorry cuts, having your pushing down.
Trying to.
Yeah, no good beaver.
See, you guys chatted up. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with Michael's stuff.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
Yeah, you guys have anything else you want to talk about though?
Whatever you guys want.
Oh, I like that.
Have you guys seen the Twitter war that's been heating up between Vince Russo? Oh,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I thought everybody left me.
Oh no, this is insane.
I
I have no clue what's going on.
don't either. It's like, hey, have you guys been watching that? Have you guys been watching the Twitter war
Between who?
between Eric Bischoff and Jim Cornette and Russo? It's Russo.
Nah, man, what's going on with that?
Oh well, you know, I listened to the Soroka guys, and they're really tight with Vince Russo, and they were gonna have a roast for him, and apparently it got. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it got panned a lot. They sent a tweet to Eric Bischoff saying, you know, ask him why he didn't show up, you know, and he sent back a tweet that said he didn't want to associate with anybody that didn't, you know, that didn't handle the product right. Basically, was a liar. That's what he's calling Vince Russo. And then they had a was a table for three with Bischoff and Cornette, and they basically buried Vince. But now I see, you know, it is. It's really insane.
I might have to check that out.
Because Russo did develop a lot of good stuff. So, you know, during the 90s and the Attitude Era, things like that. You can tell where his influence is.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I think what we're gonna do right now, Kitty, we're gonna restart this whole live stream so we can get everybody back in. So,
All right.
yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna restart it, and then we're gonna send you an invite back out so we can get you back in the call.
All right. Now I know what we're doing.
Oh yeah. So look for that invite.
All right. I will do that.
All right, Kitty.
All right.